another one. You probably are alluding to a report we had in July. I think it was July 11th, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going on memory, and that memory is getting weaker with every passing month, I observe. But a gentleman down in near Oregon, in Newberg, Oregon, was driving along a highway and saw two humanoids. All I can call them is humanoids. I hesitate to call them aliens because we haven't documented that fact. But humanoids walking along a rural highway at 6:45 in the morning, and as he went by them and turned his head to look at them, they turned their heads away from him, so he was not able to see their faces. Who those people were or what those creatures were, we have no idea. But it's a very interesting report.
And I remember you noted that they had some kind of a jumpsuit or silver suit outfit on with calf-high boots that matched some reason. Black boots.
Came up to mid-calf, and they were both wearing a vest of some type that contrasted in color to the form-fitting suit that they had on. I would love to get a photograph of those creatures. I'd love to know more about it, but all we have is the one report.
And I don't blame the gentleman for not wanting to stop and ask them what they're doing on the highway that early in the morning. But it's just the classic thing where you're driving down the road and there's like a hitchhiker on the side of the road that should not be there. And then all of a sudden you pass them and they disappear again. I'm just wondering if he noticed that they were still there when he passed them or whether they actually disappeared as well. That would have been fascinating.
They were there when he passed them by. That's when he turned his head to look at them. And I think he may have seen them in his rear view mirror. I don't know whether they disappeared or not.
Yeah. Well, that's a fascinating report. Is there anything else you want to do to wrap up here tonight? We have really enjoyed having you on for this long, Peter.
It's always great to work with you, Michael, and you make a fantastic radio talk show host. Just one last report. A report from just a few days ago, the 29th of August, which I think was Wednesday. Very dramatic sighting down in Baja, California, off the coast. And if people would like to see the details and see the high-quality video, they can go to our website, UFOcenter.com. That case is linked to from our homepage, and they can look at the video and read the report. Very interesting sighting. Gentleman saw, and 5 other witnesses with him saw, they estimated 20 lights in a row hovering above the Pacific Ocean. It's a very interesting sighting.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and this was just on the 29th. Oh my goodness. And of course, that I suppose is not too far as a UFO flies from that area off of Southern California where the Nimitz was this 2004 gun camera footage of the Tic Tac UFO off that coast as well. Oh my goodness, that's 20 lights now, and not just one. Interesting.
Yep. So I think it's not illogical to conclude that we're being visited frequently by UFOs, and if it were not for programs like this, most of the American people would not have any idea what was going on.
Well, yes, you're right. And I really appreciate you, and all the work you've done for all these years in gathering these reports together, because you, of course, are the one of the only reporting agencies that disseminate the information to the public.
Well, MUFON does a pretty good job, too. I want to tip my hat in their direction, but we both get a lot of material to, not only, I said the American people, I know you have a lot of listeners in Europe.
Yes.
And so I'm delighted to be sharing with them as well.
Well, definitely. And by the way, thank you again, Peter, for giving that announcement on your own website at UFOcenter.com regarding your appearance on the show here at nightdreamstalkradio.com. That's been very, very helpful. Just one clarification. I want to let people know that I'm only the Saturday night host.
Saturday night host.
Yes.
And I think I got that clarified this time.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's great, because Gary Tombstone Anderson is, of course, the station manager and the weekday host, every weekday from 8 to 10 p.m. at least. And thank you very much, Peter, for all the time you're putting in with us tonight.
Yep. I always enjoy it, and maybe we can do it a time or two in the future.
Wonderful. Yeah. Whenever you're available, we're here to bring you on for sure. Thank you again.
Okay. Have a good night, and thanks for the airtime, Michael.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye. Well, oh my goodness. Peter Davenport from the National UFO Reporting Center reporting in, as usual, here at nightdreamstalkradio.com. And we really appreciate him being so available to us because he has the sighting reports hot off the press. Every week he is inundated in reality with hundreds, if not thousands, of UFO sighting reports. And of course, the most important thing that you can do when you're calling that hotline number, and let me just make sure that everyone knows that number if you'd like to write it down. It's area code 206-722-3000. That's the hotline at the UFO, National UFO Reporting Center, manned by Peter Davenport. Actually, he's based in Eastern Washington now. But the number again, if you'd like to make a report, is 206 area code 722-3000. And you'll be surprised that Peter Davenport actually answers the phone himself and on many occasions. If he doesn't, please leave a short message regarding your sighting report. That will be helpful to Peter to actually clarify and classify your report as it comes in. And then, as always, he encourages folks to go to the website, UFOcenter.com, and fill out the sighting report, which is online, and you can do that with a little guided outline there of how to fill in a sighting report. Well, look what we have here. We have, I believe, a Philip Wade on the line. Do we? Is this Philip? Oh, hang on, Philip. Let me get you on the speaker so we can hear you. Are you there?
I am there. Can you hear me good, or do I need to change something?
Oh, you're a little weak on that one. If you at least could put your mouth right up to the phone, that would be helpful. Maybe we'll make a difference there.
Okay. Let's see here. How about that? Does that sound a little better?
That's a little bit better, yeah. Do you happen to be driving right now?
Or how about this?
Oh, there you go. That's much better. Thank you for that. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, no problem. How's the evening going?
Oh my gosh, we just had a wonderful half-hour report from Peter Davenport at the National UFO Reporting Center. So, and thank you for calling in for this show, because we are now going to add some of the UFO I Team members, and we are going to actually talk about what the heck went on this last 4 days in eastern, or actually south central Washington at Mount Adams regarding your theatrical production that you're producing down there. You want to tell the folks a little bit about, first of all, about Ambition Pictures, the theatrical film company that you head up.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Michael. And you know what? Before I go into that, say how excited and grateful my brother Tim and I are to be able to work with the UFO I Team. Your staff and everybody who's been involved in this project, Class Act, and it's been a pleasure this process so far, and we're looking forward to where things are headed next. So, Ambition Pictures is a film company that my brother Tim and I started, and we make different film projects, typically sci-fi, and we recently got involved in a documentary on Mount Adams. As a matter of fact, you were kind of there when it sort of materialized at the McMinnville UFO Festival back in May of this year. So that has been it's been a phenomenal journey, and just got done with the International Bigfoot Conference with Bob Gimlin and Tim Gerard, and just had some fantastic people there. And Travis Walton was there. I got to spend some time with Travis and talk about his abduction experience and so forth. I mean, we literally I just got in the car here, and we're driving from Kennewick right now. So, that's, you know what, we just, as you know, we got done filming a couple of days ago. We're heading back home now to our studio to get all the footage downloaded and kind of piece together this crazy story of a movie.
Yeah, of the documentary of the investigation of UFOs and Bigfoot and other strange phenomena in and around Mount Adams in Washington State. That has got to be, of course, we're going to talk about some of the details of what the heck happened up there, because we have some amazing reports to give. But I believe that you now have the footage, the actual proof of UFOs for sure, up close and personal. And we also had Bigfoot activity, we believe, and then this interesting phenomena of electromagnetic effects that were going on during that evening as well as during that entire time, the idea that there is a few of us, at least, that experienced some missing time that we can't account for. So this is definitely going to be a blockbuster film, I think. Do you know what the working title might be at this point that you've put on this project?
Oh, yeah, good question. So right now we're looking at Aliens versus Grove as a title. You know what? It could change. We had to come up with something, and so that's what we're rolling with right now. But and you know what? This whole thing has been developing. The magnetic disturbances and all of that. I was talking to Dan White today, and Josh, who was in your team as a videographer, and some of the things that he saw. And man, I mean, I'm still learning. Like this is still developing. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I had a phone call into Dan to see if he might be able to join us on the show. I don't know if he will or not, but we can go over the specific details of what happened with him and his vehicle, with the cameraman, his son Josh, and the UFO I Team members, who are all ensconced in a camp right at the edge of Takalak Lake on the north side of Mount Adams, while you folks with James, with Lee Strauss and your cameraman Daniel scaled the mountain itself. Now that was just fantastic. I'm glad that you survived, but I understand there's some interesting phenomena that happened up in the mountain as well.
Well, I'm glad we survived too. Lee Strauss is an awesome guy. He totally took care of us heading up there. I haven't been up to Mount Adams that high. We're at 8,000 feet is where we spent most of our time. It was 2 nights technically on the mountain. And first night it was rainy and cold and very wet. The tarp where my tent was set out turned into